present the syllabus and the team policy of the Vivify group. The topic of our course is Critical Thinking for Teachers. This online course will present pre- and in-service English language teachers with an overview of critical thinking skills. It will provide tools and techniques for integrating critical thinking in online, offline, blended, hybrid language classrooms. Participants will gain hands-on experiences incorporating critical thinking skills development into English as a second or foreign language lessons or courses. By the end of the course, participants will be aware of the notion of critical thinking and its sub-skills, the importance of developing critical thinking in the classroom, a variety of practical tools and activities for integrating critical thinking skills development in the classroom. By the end of the course, participants will be able to define critical thinking, reflect on using critical thinking for problem solving, design activities for developing critical thinking, use different online tools to develop critical thinking, design lesson plans aimed at critical thinking skills development. In week 1, critical thinking and evaluating information, students will collaborate in small groups to identify and present key points about critical thinking and evaluating information on Google Slides. In week 2, critical thinking and problem solving, students will consider the relationship between creative and critical thinking. At the end of this week, students will be able to discuss elements of critical and creative thinking to demonstrate how they are related. Give examples of how critical and creative thinking are integrating into learning contexts. Create an activity that combines creative and critical thinking. Study another teacher's activity and provide constructive criticism on ways to improve it. In week 3, integrating critical thinking into the language classroom, students will analyze coursebook, classroom activities, and decide to what extent they develop critical thinking skills. Watch a tutorial on critical thinking in language teaching and find out how to turn lots activities into HOTS. Design an activity aimed at developing a sub-skill or aspect of critical thinking and a particular language skill. In week 4, critical thinking and online tools, students will better understand critical thinking and Bloom's taxonomy, remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating, and a number of tools. In week 5, incorporating critical thinking skills development into lesson planning, students will practice the core principles of critical thinking skills development and problem solving in the foreign language classroom, improve the lesson planning skills, incorporate the activities and tools students learned about in sections 3 and 4 in different stages of the lesson, create a rubric to evaluate learners' critical thinking, reflect on the course Critical Thinking for Teachers. Also, we agreed on the teamwork policy. We set up the learning goals and described our skills, shared opinions about the potential challenges and conflict resolution strategies, designed the team ground rules, presented our leadership styles, reached agreement on the roles of the team members.